The following is a special presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And I don't think you get much more of a champion than you do the late Henry Aaron. And so we let our members of our Facebook group, Digital to Dice, decide which Aaron game we would do as a tribute. And you guys overwhelmingly said April 8th, 1974, which is the night that Henry Aaron became the all-time home run champion, surpassing Babe Ruth. Now, honest to goodness, this is my earliest baseball memory. I remember staying up to watch the game. I was all of, 2.5. So at 9:07 p.m. on April 7th, Henry Aaron surpassed the Babe. There was some controversy the first weekend of the season because Atlanta was in Cincinnati. The Atlanta Braves ownership did not want Aaron to break the record in Cincinnati. They obviously wanted it at home. And so he played a couple games, I think, there in Cincinnati, but obviously broke the record on opening night for the Braves, which is a game that we are about to replay. Henry Aaron, his reputation is beyond sterling. A man that was surprisingly only MVP once, but he played for 23 seasons. This is from his last full season in Atlanta before he would go back to Milwaukee and close his career with the Brewers. Halfway through, we're going to share a listener story or a reader story, and hopefully we can get Aaron to hit 715 here as we go back to April 8th, 1974. And it is an absolutely gorgeous night here in Hotlanta. 79 degrees, the wind's blowing right to left at 7 miles an hour. Ron Reed, who was a reliever for the Phillies for a long time, is a starter for the Braves. He threw 28 starts in 1974, 10-11 with a 3.39 ERA. He's 32 years old. He's a fly ball pitcher and a fastball pitcher at 83. 186 innings, 171 hits, 16 homers. He walked 41 and struck out 48. And this will be the lineup that he will face. Davey Lopes is at second. He'll bat second for the Dodgers. Bill Buckner is in left field. He'll bat second. Jim Wynn, the toy cannon, is in center field. He'll hit third. What in the name of Walter Alston is Joe Ferguson cleaning up for behind the plate? Crawford, I think it's Jim, is in right field. He'll bat fifth. Ron Say is at third. He'll bat sixth. Steve Garvey at first will bat seventh. Bill Russell at short will bat eighth. And Al Downing, who gave up the shot in real life, has a chance to do it right here, will bat ninth and should throw about 100 pitches before all is said and done. Defensively for Atlanta, Henry Aaron is a 4 and a 2 in left. Dusty Baker is a 5 and a 5 in center. And Ralph Garr is a 2 and a 4 in right. That is not Gold Glove material by anybody. Darrell Evans is an 8 at third. Robinson is a 7 at short. Davey Johnson is a 7 at second. Mike Lum is a 3 at first. Atlanta, by the way, was an 88-win team in 74. Vic Carell is a 6 and a 7 behind the plate. And Reed is a 7 on the mound. Davey Lopes steps in at 266, 10 homers and 35 RBI. And it's a liner to right. Garr is there, going to dive. And he can't get it, so Lopes will be on with at least a double. And that's how this one starts. Got past Garr, bounced all the way to the wall, and it's a double for Lopes. Here's Buckner, 314 in 74. He stole 31 bases, 7 homers and 58 RBI. Little bunt, Reed will field it over to Johnson covering, and there's 1 out. Lopes goes to third. Jimmy Wynn, longtime Houston Astro, 271, 32 homers and 108 RBI. Hits a ground ball to Evans. They'll take the sure out at first. Lopes will score, and the Dodgers go up 1-0. So 2 out for Ferguson. Still not understanding why he's cleaning up, but 253. He does have power. 16 homers and 57 RBI. Fergie, line drive to short. Robinson is there, and that will retire the side. So the Dodgers get a hit and a run. They don't leave anybody on. Half an inning down. 1-0 Los Angeles. And so Al Downing for the Dodgers, 5-6 with an ERA of 3.66, 98 and a third homers, or innings rather, 94 hits, 7 homers, including the 1 to Aaron, 45 walks, 63 strikeouts. He's 33 years old in 1974, will make 16 starts on the year. He's a fastball pitcher and a ground ball plus pitcher at 89. And this will be the lineup he'll face. Ralph Garr is in right field. He'll lead it off. Mike Lum at first will bat second. Darrell Evans at third will bat third. Henry Aaron cleans up in left field. Dusty Baker in center will bat fifth. Davey Johnson at second. Spent all those years with the Orioles, will bat sixth. Vic Corral behind the plate will go seventh. Robinson at short will bat eighth. And Ron Reed, who threw 9 pitches in the top of the inning, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Dodgers, Billy Buckner a 5 and a 2 in left. Jim Wynn is a 6 and a 5 in center. Crawford is a 3 and a 5 in right. Ron Say, playing for the bunt, is an 8 at third. Bill Russell a 7 at short. Lopes a 7 at second. Garvey a perfect 10 at first. Ferguson a 6 and a 5 behind the plate. And Downing is a 7 on the mound with a .957 fielding percentage. So that's how we line them up for you. Garr at 353, 214 hits in 74, 11 homers and 54 RBI. Pitch to Garr is a ground ball to Say. He's playing in for the bunt. Throws to first, and Garr beat it out. So a leadoff single for Mike Lum. Or brings up Mike Lum. 233, 11 homers, and 50 RBI. Downing, a lot of pressure on him tonight, 50,000 plus. In-house, throw to first. Garr, who's got good speed, is back. Now they work on Lum, and it's strike 3. He swings and misses at an 0-2 fastball at 92. 1 out for Evans. Darrell at 240, 25 home runs and 79 RBI. And there's a base hit in the right field. Garr will go to third, Evans at first, and that'll bring up Hammer and Hank. Henry, as he preferred to be called, hit 268 and 74, 20 homers. I believe this was his second of the year, and 69 RBI. But all you want to see is a ball leave the park. So the first time up for Aaron, 1-0 Dodgers, bottom of the first. Downing deals. Got him. He swung on and missed a full count. Fastball at 92, 2 out. And that'll bring up Dusty Baker. 256, 20 homers, and 69 RBI. There's a base hit in the left field. Garr will score. Evans scampers to third. Baker holds with a single. And that'll bring up Davey Johnson. And a 1-1 tie here in the first. Davey, 251. He's recovering from COVID himself. 15 homers and 62 RBI. There's a liner to right. Crawford makes the catch, and that will. It's Willie Crawford. That will retire the side. The Braves tie the ball game on a run and 3 hits and no errors. After 1, Dodgers and Braves knotted at 1. Crawford 295, 11 homers, and 61 RBI. Here's a little looper into right field. Gar will pick it up, and that's a single. For Ron Say. Say at 262, 18 homers and 97 RBI. Dodgers were the National League champions in 74. And the Braves won 88 but finished third. There goes Crawford to throw down to Johnson. They got him. Pitch is outside for a ball. Corral flung it down there, and they got Crawford trying to swipe the base. So a 1-0 count and 1 out. Nobody on for Say. And he pops this one up left side. Robinson. 2 out. For Garvey. Garvey and John Matlack were the co-MVPs of the All-Star game that year. 312 for Garvey, 21 homers, and 111 RBI. Into right field. Gar will pick it up, and Garvey's on with a single. So both teams have 3 hits. Here's Bill Russell, 269, 5 homers, and 65 driven in. Got him. Reed got him to swing and miss on a curve. So that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers leave a runner on. Bottom 2, 1-1. So Vic Correll, Robinson, and Ron Reed to face Downing here in the second. Correll at 238, 4 homers, and 29 RBI. There's a chopper to Lopes on the grass in front of the bag over the first one out. You kind of wonder. And the only game I've really is Craig Robinson, by the way, at 230, no homers and 29 RBI. You kind of wonder. And I remember the weekend that Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's record. And of course, he did it against the Cubs, and Sammy Sosa was chasing 61 as well. Just how much pressure is on the opposing team to have that record happen? Same thing for San Diego when Pete Rose broke Ty Cobb's record in September of '85. Eric Shaw was never the same after that. He's the one that gave up Rose's hit. But do you just want it out of the way to concentrate? It's early in the season. You know that's why people are here. Or do you do your best to... That's not real solid English there, Mr. Juggett. Do you do what you can to make it not happen? You know, at what point does the moment overwhelm the overall game? Pitch to Robinson is popped up right side. Garvey goes over, and Jimmy Carter makes the catch. He's the governor of Georgia in foul territory. He and the Aarons are sitting in the box with Commissioner Bowie Kuhn. The count is 3-2. Foul tip behind the plate, and so the count remains full. Downing fires. Right back to Al, over to first for the out. So 2 out for Ron Reed, who hit 105 with an RBI. Downing. There's a fly ball to right. Crawford. And Willie retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the third. 1-1 Dodgers and Braves. So it'll be Downing, Lopes, and Buckner to face Reed here in the third. Downing, 172. Not a bad hitter for a pitcher. 2 RBI and 11 strikeouts. And he slaps that one in the left center field. Baker will pick it up. He'll throw it in the infield. And that's a single. So the 4th hit for the Dodgers. Reed's opening 9 batters in only 19 pitches. 2+ innings, 4 hits and a strikeout. Lopes doubled to start the ball game and scored. This time around in the right or left center field, Baker will bobble the ball and can't get it. So it hits the ground. Downing will go to second. Lopes on first. First error of the game, and that'll bring up Buckner, who bunted his first time up. So runners on first and second. Nobody out. Top the third. 1-1 to score. There's a base hit into right center field. Downing will score. Buckner digs for two. Lopes into third. And it's 2-1 Dodgers. Buckner slid. He didn't really have to. And now I'll bring up Jimmy Wynn, who got the RBI in the first on the fielder's choice, 5-3. This time around, he sends that one into deep left field. Aaron will turn, and that will hit the top of the wall. Lopes and Buckner score. Wynn's on with a double, and the toy cannon makes it 4-1 Los Angeles. So here's Ferguson. Joe is 0 for 1. In the left field, back goes Aaron. That's what Henry wants to do in this game. That ball is gone. So Ferguson with a 2-run shot to make it 6-1. And Clyde King will go get Ron Reed. Right down that line and left, and there wasn't a blessed thing Aaron could do about it. So, Danny Frisella. I could go with Tom House, but Tom House is the one that caught the home run ball. We'll leave him out for what now? Braves only have 4 in their pen. Frisella, 3-4 in 74 with 6 saves and an ERA of 5.18. How Adirondack can you get? 41 2/3 innings, 37 hits for the future New York Met. 4 homers, 28 walks, and 27 strikeouts. He'd be right at home in 1949. He is 28 years old. He throws it hard at 94, and as a fly ball, ground ball pitcher, he's standard. But the bases are empty. Nobody out for Willie Crawford, who's 1 for 1. In the right center field, Baker, 1 out. Here's Say, who's 0 for 1. Got him. He full count, swung on and missed it, 97. So 2 out for Garvey, who singled his first time up. Short night for Reed in the warm night. Warm Georgia air, wind blowing in from right at 7 and still 78 degrees here in Atlanta. In the left center, Baker will get it for the out. But the Dodgers put a 5 spot on the board between Jim Wynn and Joe Ferguson. 4 hits and an error, bottom 3, 6-1 Dodgers. So Downing, 38 pitches for the first 9, 2 innings, 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. Gar singled to start the ball game, and he scored. This time right back up the box. Downing throws to first for the out. So here's Mike Lum. He struck out his first time up. One of the 2 on Downing's dance card. Base hit, left center field. Wynn will pick it up. Lum will round first, and I don't do that with the percentages off. So Lum will round first and hold with a single. For Darrell Evans, who was 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. 4th hit for the Braves. Ball 4. And so here comes Henry. He struck out his first time up. In 340 at-bats, he only struck out 29 times. So Lum is on second, Evans on first. Flash bulbs going off all over the place. Downing from the set. Line drive to right. Crawford will get it. Throws to second, and Lum is back. So 2 on and 2 out for Baker, who had the RBI single in the first to tie the ball game. There's a little chopper down to third. Say lets it roll foul. So the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Downing deals. Ball 4, they're loaded for Davy Johnson, who's 0 for 1. So Lum on third, Evans on second, Baker on first. Pitch to Johnson. There's a sharp ground ball to Garvey. Takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. The Braves leave them loaded. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. The Braves have now left 5 on after 3, 6-1 LA. So Russell, Downing, and Lopes to face Frisella here in the 4th. Russell 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ball 4. So Evans and Lum will play for the bunt. Downing singled and scored his first time up. This time around, he fouls it back. And the count goes to 0-2. Got him. He swung on and missed at 97. Second strikeout for Frisella, and there's 1 out for Lopes. Davey has reached twice, doubled, and reached on the air and scored. There's a little looper into right field. That'll drop in front of Gar. Russell moves to third. Baker's the one that made the error. Billy Buckner doubled. It's 1 for 1. Sack bunted his first time up. Runners on the corners. There's a base hit into right center field. Russell is there. Russell will score, rather. Lopes moves on to third, and runners on the corners again for Jimmy Wynn. He's got 3 RBI and a big double in the 3rd inning. Dodgers just kind of taking it to Atlanta. Ball 4 for Frisella. Not getting a lot of traction here. So they're loaded for Joe Ferguson, who homered down the line and left. 2 RBI, 1 for 2. Lopes on third, Buckner on second, Wynn on first. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Lopes will score. Buckner will round third and score. Wynn goes to third. Ferguson holds, and it's 9-1 Dodgers. He better hit this home run now. Here's Crawford, 1 for 2. Corral and Frisella have a conversation, and they get Crawford to swing and miss on a 1-2 fastball. So 2 out for Say. Ron is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 9-1 Dodgers. Ball 4, they're loaded. Tom Howe starts to loosen. Here's Garvey. Steve is 1 for 2 with a single. And again, the bases are loaded. 2 out. Wynn on third. Ferguson on second. Say on first. Garvey into right field. That should stay in the yard. Gar is there, and he'll make the catch. The Dodgers leave him loaded, but put another 3 on the board on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 9-1 Dodgers. So Corral, Robinson, and Frisella's spot. If there's nobody on, we'll bat Frisella. If there is, we'll pinch hit. Corral is 0 for 1. To short. Russell. 1 out. Craig Robinson is 0 for 1. I don't remember him at all. I'm trying to see what's on that hat. I think it's a Cubs hat. Popped up. Ferguson to the screen, and that one is off the screen. So it goes to 1-2. Up the middle, a base hit. So we will have a pinch hitter. 1 out single. Frisella will come out. Who can hit a lefty? Marty Perez. Marty, 260. 2 homers and 34 RBI. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. This was the magic inning for Aaron in real life. As Tom House loosens in the pen. That wall, by the way, in the outfield was a cyclone fence. You could see through it. And so everyone would just kind of stand around and watch when Aaron was at bat. And it is the Atlanta pen is the one by the Chevron sign. And where you see the monument to where Aaron's homer landed. Ball 4. So Perez draws the walk. Downing through 18 batters, 79 pitches. 3 1/3 innings, 5 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 2. The 1 run is earned. Gar singled and scored in the first. Pitch to Ralph. Got him. Full count curveball. He looks out for strike 3. So that brings up Lum, who's 1 for 2. Mike has singled and struck out. This time around, he pops this one into center. Wind by the track will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Braves go down. No runs, a hit, no errors. They've stranded 7. We go to the 5th, 9-1 LA. Buzz Capra goes 16-8 on the year with a save, a 2.28 ERA, 217 innings, 163 hits, 13 homers allowed. He walked 84 and struck out 137. He made 12 appearances out of the pen, 27 starts. He's 27 years old. He's not related to Buzz Lightyear. He is a standard pitcher, and that fastball will top out right around 90. Russell is 0 for 1. Bill has walked and struck out. He scored as well. To Robinson at short. Has to be a bang-banger, 1 out. For Downing, who's 1 for 2. He has singled, scored, and struck out. Into left field, Aaron makes the catch. 2 away. Still 76 degrees, a warm night here in Atlanta. Here's Lopes. Davey is 2 for 3. He has scored all 3 times tonight. At single, double, error by Baker. This time around, he sends it deep to left field. Back goes Aaron. He's going to watch it hit the wall. And Lopes is having himself a night. He's 3 for 4. So 2 out for Buckner. Bill has singled and doubled. Also sack bunt. Scored twice and driven in 2. This time around in the right field, here comes Gar. He'll make the catch to retire the side. Halfway home, probably 2 more chances for Aaron to do some magic. It's 9-1 Dodgers. So before we go through the summary of what you missed, and really this is a game that the game is kind of secondary. It's all about Aaron hitting a home run. Had a viewer of mine share a story, and so I'm going to read it to you now. So don't mind it. I don't. Don't always look at the camera while I'm doing this. Don't have a teleprompter. This is from a from a viewer, I had the honor and privilege of meeting Mr. Aaron in April of 1985. At the time, I was an AP sports writer, and Richmond, my hometown where I was born and raised, had just replaced their rickety 1950s-era minor league park with a shiny new stadium. The Atlanta Braves, at the time, had their AAA farm team in Richmond. It was there from 1966 to 2008, and some of you probably remember during the strike of '81 that we got to watch Richmond Braves baseball with Skip Carey and Pete Van Wieren. We saw a lot of somebody by the name of Brett Butler. Anyway, since Mr. Aaron was one of the higher-ups in the Braves front office in '85, he came to Richmond for the official opening game at the new ballpark. I was assigned to cover the opening of the park for the Associated Press and tried to snag Mr. Aaron for an interview for a feature story. Since the stadium was still finishing up last-minute construction when the AAA International League season opened, the press box did not have enough chairs. My best friend from undergrad, who was writing sports for a small paper elsewhere in Virginia, was in town covering the ballpark opening for his newspaper, and of course also wanted to get a story on Mr. Aaron. So he and I, both being the two youngest men in the press box, knelt at the table by the press box windows to score the game and take notes so the older journalists could sit. There really was a nice catering table in the press box, and everyone was enjoying plenty of food. In walks Mr. Aaron with his entourage. Well, one or two Braves folks who were with him anyway. And I heard him say, "Where's the food?" kind of jokingly. He and his folks made a beeline for the catering table. My buddy here is 6 feet tall, and before I could shift to move my legs out of the way, Mr. Aaron hung his foot on my legs and face planted into the press box. I was horrified, and everyone was scrambling to make sure that the Hall of Famer was okay. Don't you know, he not only wasn't angry, he was extremely concerned that he had injured me, and not only told me not to apologize, which I did repeatedly, but he apologized profusely to me, saying he should have been watching where he was going. The graciousness of the man was simply amazing. The accident was plain and simply my fault. He wouldn't hear of it. Turned out to be super fortunate. Not only did I get his autograph, I wish that was me, but it's not, he very kindly granted me the interview I wanted for the feature story. My friend had brought his camera and took a picture of Mr. Aaron with me. I did the same with them, and I used to have that photo, lost it a number of years ago in some moves. But to sit and talk with the true giant of sports, and to see how gracious, humble, and kind a true icon could be, really taught me a lesson. We were graced by the presence of a true sports legend. In my mind, if not the greatest player of all time, one of the top three, and he was my favorite player as a kid. Let's get that right. It was one of the greatest sports moments of my life, both personally and professionally, to meet and sit and talk with the man I idolized as a kid. I cried this morning when I read of his passing. Perhaps for that brief moment in time, I got a chance to do what every kid dreams of, to sit and talk with their sports idol. To this day, it irks me to no end when I hear people refer to him as Hank. I learned from watching Vin Scully and Kurt Gowdy that Mr. Aaron hated to be called Hank. He preferred Henry, and that's how I've always referred to him throughout my adult life in particular, as Henry Aaron or Mr. Aaron. Thanks for that story. I think that just encapsulates both of you to a T. You don't really care about the summary in the game. It's 9-1 Dodgers. Let's get right back to it, shall we? Make sure that you actually hit the button too. Go back to the right screen before you hit this. Never mind. Darrell Evans will. Aaron and Baker here in the fifth. Evans 1 for 1 with a walk. Pitch. There's a line drive base hit in the left field. Opposite field. Buckner will pick it up. And Evans is on with a leadoff single. And so here comes Mr. Aaron. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out and lined to right. And the fans here are restless. The game is pretty much over. But they want to see 7-15. Downing deals. Ground ball up the middle. Russell to Lopes for a 1 over to first, and he's going to ground into a double play. So 2 out. We figure at least one more chance for Aaron. Baker 1 for 1. He has walked, singled, and driven in a run. Into left field. Buckner in the corner has it for the out, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the 6-9-1 Dodgers. So Jimmy Wynn is 1 for 2. He has doubled. That came in the third. He cleared the bases. He's got 3 RBI. He has a run scored and a walk. Capra deals. Got him. He swings and misses at a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Ferguson has been Fergie-licious, 2 for 3. He has singled, homered, and driven in 4. Line drive to third. Evans is there, 2 out. So Capra has kept the barn door closed since he came in the ballgame. Here's Willie Crawford. He has singled and struck out, 1 for 3. This time he lines one into left center field. Aaron will pick it up. 12th hit for the Dodgers. Crawford will hold with a single. 2 out for Say, who's 0 for 2. He walked and struck out. Into right field. Gar will make the catch, and that will retire the side. That'll do it for Al Downing. Jim Brewer coming in. Bottom 6-9-1 Dodgers. Brewer looks like he's got a bit of chaw on his cheek. 4-4 in 74 with a 2.52 ERA. 39 in the third innings. 29 hits. 5 homers. 10 walks and 26 strikeouts. He is 37 years old. He is an extreme fly ball pitcher, plus. Fastball at 85. Davey Johnson's 0 for 2. Line drive to right. Willie's there, 1 out. Here's Corral. 0 for 2. Got him. He swings and misses at an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. So 2 out for Robinson. Got him on a 1-2 curve on the inside corner. So the Braves, no runs, no hits, and no errors. To the 7th, 9-1 Los Angeles. Here's Garvey. It'll be Steve Garvey, Bill Russell in the pitcher spot. Steve is 1 for 3. Capra will lead off the bottom of the 7th, and we're leaving him in. Got him. Swings and misses on a fastball. Second for Capra. Here's Russell. Bill has walked, scored, and struck out. He's 1 for 2. Into right center, Baker has it for the out, 2 away. See what they do with Brewer. He went 0 for 2 on the real year. And Von Joshua will pinch hit. Played for both the Giants and the Dodgers. And that's a Shea Stadium shot. That's a baseball card shot. That's a rare one at night. Anywho, 234, a homer, and 16 RBI. Ball 4. So the full count curve was outside. Here's Lopes. Davey still in the spotlight today. He has doubled twice, singled, scored 3 times. He's 3 for 4. Corral and Capra have a word. Ground ball to Johnson. Over to Robinson for the force at second, and that will retire the side. So Charlie Huff will come in. Huff went 9-4 in 74 with a save and an ERA of 3.75. 96 innings, 65 hits, 12 homers. That's key because Aaron would bat fifth in this inning. He walked 40 and struck out 63. 49 games. He's only 26 and 74. Fly ball plus pitcher. And the knuckler. And the fastball, when he does throw it, tops out at 88. So it's not too bad. Down 8 runs, and with pitches to spare, Buzz is going to hit. 164 with an RBI. Got him. Fastball swung on and missed. 1 out for Gar. Ralph 1 for 3. Has singled, struck out, and scored. In the right center field. Back goes Wynn. To the track. He'll make the catch. 2 out. So Lum is 1 for 3. Mike has singled and struck out. Into center field. Second verse, same as the first, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Capper will pitch the 8th. Aaron will bat second in the 8th. We go to the 8th. It is 9-1 Los Angeles. So that wind is blowing in from right center at 10. Not helping any potential milestone home run. Buckner is 2 for 3. Billy has singled, doubled, scored twice, and driven in 2. Capra starts his 4th inning with a line drive into center field. That's a base hit. Jimmy Wynn cleared the bases on a double in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3. He's also walked and struck out. Got him. 1-2 on the inside corner. So 1 out. That's 3 for Capra. Here's Ferguson. Joe, 2 for 4. He singled, homered, and driven in 4. Also scored a run. In the left center field, back goes Baker. That'll stay in the yard. Buckner will hold, and there's 2 out. So here's Willie Crawford. He's 2 for 4. He has singled twice and struck out. Capper deals, and there's a little looper in the right field. It'll drop in front of Gar. Buckner moves on to 3rd. And that's the 14th Dodger hit. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They've left on 7. The Braves, 1 run, 6 hits, and an error, and they've left on 7. Ron Say's 0 for 3. He has walked and struck out. In the left field, Aaron will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Dodgers leave on 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-1 Dodgers. Darrell Evans is 2 for 2. He has singled twice and walked. And the man of the hour is on deck. Into center field. Back goes Wynn. Well, there's a home run. 1 batter early. 9-2 as Evans pounds that one into center field. Right in the batter's eye. It's not say. Trust me. So surely no more than a consolation right now. So here's Henry Aaron. He is 0 for 3. He's not had a good day. He has struck out. In real life, he was lucky. He did this on his first chance to break the record at home. And so, you know, the pressure on... We talked about earlier about what it would be for the Dodgers to play in this game. But the pressure on Aaron must be immense. Despite all the racial epithets and death threat letters and all that. I mean, we didn't know at the time how much pressure. But here you are, 50,000 people at home. And all you're trying to do is hit a home run. Huff delivers. Struck him out. It won't be tonight. He got him on a full count knuckler. 1 out for Baker. 1 for 2. He is singled, walked, and drove in a run. To Russell. And that's an out. So 2 out for Davy Johnson, who's 0 for 3. Buff from the wind. Ball 4. It's possible that Aaron could get one more at bat. Full count was low. Ferguson thought that was a strike. Nothing doing. Here's Corral. Vic is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Got him. So he swings and misses the knuckler for strike 3. The solo shot from Evans makes it 9-2. Dodgers, we go to the 9th. And okay, we'll go with Tom House. 1, 2. So Aaron would bat 6th in the 9th. House, 6-2 with 11 saves and a 1.93 ERA. In 102 2/3 innings, 74 hits, 5 homers. He walked 27 and struck out 64. In 74, he's 27 years old. Got the stash going and the big fluffy hair. He's a fastball pitcher at 88 and a flyball pitcher. Garvey is 1 for 4. He is singled and struck out. Into left field, Aaron, 1 out. So Bill Russell 0 for 3. He has walked, scored, and struck out. House deals. Ball 4. Brings up Charlie Huff's spot. He went 0 for 12. Let's see what the Dodgers decide to do. Lee Lacy will pinch it. Lacy, 282, no homers, and 8 RBI on the year. Went by the name of Leon in 78. Pitch to Lacy is a base hit into right center field. Lacy's going for 2. He's in there. So runners on 2nd and 3rd. 1 out for Lopes, who is 3 for 5. He is singled, doubled twice, and scored 3 times. This time around, a ground ball to Evans. They'll go for the sure out at first. It's 10-2 Los Angeles as Russell will score. And so they take the sure out. Here's Buckner. Buckner is 3 for 4. He is singled twice, doubled, scored twice, and driven in 2. Into right field, Gar makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Rex Hudson. Okay, let's throw someone in here with an ERA of 22.5. Pitched in 1 game all year. Not sure he's available for this, but he pitched in 1 game. 2 innings, 6 hits, 2 homers, and an ERA of 22.5. He's 21 years old. He's a fastball pitcher at 89. And for giggles, we'll say he's a standard pitcher. Craig Robinson, 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. Hudson deals. There's a base hit in the center field. So we'll pinch hit House. Then bring in Roland Office to pinch hit. Roland at 246. 3 homers. And 31 RBI. Here's the pitch. Here's a base hit right center field. Office is going for 2. He's in there. So now you got a good chance to see Aaron one more time. Robinson on 3rd, Office on 2nd. In an 8-run game, it's 10-2 Dodgers. Gar, 1 for 4. Has scored and struck out. And that hit was a single. Here's the pitch. Here's a slow roll to Lopes, who makes a diving stop. Robinson scores. They'll take the sure out at first. It's 10-3. So Office moves to third. Lum at the plate. He's 1 for 4. Has singled and struck out. Pitch from Hudson. There's a fly ball left center field. Wynn will make the catch. Office will hold. Actually, Office will tag the throw to the plate. Safe. So Darrell Evans, who's 3 for 3, has to reach. He homered his last time up into the batter's eye in center field. Aaron is on deck. 10-4. Good buddy is the score. 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. They've left on 10. The Braves, 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error, and they've left on 8. And everybody's still here. They want to see that man on deck. They will see the man on deck as Evans homers down the line and right. So Darrell Evans has hit his second home run of the ball game, and it's now a Woolworth game. It's 10-5. 338 feet down the line and right. And that'll bring him up one more time, and 51,000 plus. Rise is 1 for Aaron. This has not been a good day. He is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice and grounded into a double play. But they chant, Henry, Henry, Hudson. What a spot to be in for this kid. Delivers. Oh, nope, not tonight, folks. Popped up. The Dodgers are going to win this one 10-5. But Henry Aaron takes off his hat and takes a bow towards the crowd. In the standings, it's a 10-5 loss. But in life, Henry Aaron never lost a blessed thing. Godspeed, sir. We don't need to go through the box score. You know who the player of the game is. The final score, the Dodgers 10, the Braves 5. We'll talk to you soon. Godspeed, Henry.